and welcome to Blame It on the Inverts. I'm Sean. The final park on this Europe trip is my favorite park in the entire world, Phantasialand in Brühl, Germany. This is my third visit to Phantasialand, but my first for their Wintertraum event. I can't wait to share this incredible park with you. Let's head in. Waiting to welcome you to the main plaza in Berlin is the well-known swing ride with fountains that spray underneath you. The fountain levels adjust with the ride, and it's always a great way to start your day at Phantasialand. Normally, the rest of the plaza is wide open, but during Wintertraum, they turn it into a skating rink with angels on either side floating high above. And of course, you can't miss the stunning centerpiece tree. Phantasialand is home to 8 coasters, including 2 of my top-ranked coasters. The first is located in the Klugheim section, Terran. Terran is an Intamin Blitz coaster featuring 2 launches with that iconic sound. The track crosses over and under itself 116 times, and with its heavy theming, Terran is a fantastic ride every single time. The second coaster in Klugheim is Rake, a family boomerang coaster that has a couple of fun interaction moments with Terran when it's timed right. Just up the hill from Klugheim is the Deep in Africa section of the park, home to one of my favorite B&M inverts, Black Mamba. Black Mamba starts in an underground station with fun lighting and sound effects every dispatch. Once you reach the top of the hill, you dive into a course filled with terrain and tight turns that you don't normally find on a B&M invert. The inversions are snappy, and every ride on Black Mamba makes me want to run right back into the queue for another lap. Right next to Black Mamba, in the Mexico section, is Colorado Adventure, one of my favorite mine train coasters. Normally when I think of a mine train coaster, I see a coaster that glides through its course, but Colorado Adventure is perfectly chaotic. It's another coaster that turns all around itself, and you can't help but smile once you reach the end. Colorado Adventure also has some fun interactions with Chiapas, the park's flume ride. Chiapas is one of the best flumes out there, and it was great to see it running during Wintertraum. Some of the other attractions on this side of the park are Mystery Tower, a fantastic enclosed drop tower, River Quest, a raft ride that had the longest drop on a raft ride when it first opened. Talocan, a highly themed topspin that unfortunately was closed during this visit. And Geister Rickshaw, a unique and quirky dark ride. Woo's Town is the family section of the park and home to 3 coasters. Crazy Bats, an indoor coaster with a VR experience that's extremely well done. And Winjas, a really fun pair of dueling, spinning coasters that swirl around a family tower ride. Rookburg is a steampunk aviation-themed section and home to the final coaster and my favorite in the park, Fly by Vekoma. Fly is a flying coaster with 2 launches, 2 inversions, and another layout that wraps all around itself as you soar above the crowds below you. Fly also takes you past one of the park's resorts, Hotel Charles Lindbergh. I've stayed at the Lindbergh each visit to Phantasialand and loved it each time. The hotel has a private entrance into Rookburg, and this stay, my room happened to be right next to it. The rooms are so cute, yet super cozy, so something to keep in mind if someone in your party happens to be tall. When you stay at the Lindbergh, your park admission is included, and you also get front-of-the-line passes for Fly, the number based on the length of your stay. I really want to try the other hotels at the park, but as long as the Lindbergh continues to offer those perks, I'll probably continue to stay there for future visits. During Wintertraum, Phantasialand is filled with evening entertainment, starting with a lighting ceremony in Berlin to kick off the festivities. The amount of lights they use is stunning, and they use soap suds to make it snow many times throughout the night. Right next to the Chiapas splashdown is the show Tiempo de Fuego, featuring gorgeous building projections and a dazzling fire show choreographed to the ride's soundtrack. In Rookburg, you'll see the Pulse of Rookburg, a mesmerizing laser show that's fun to watch from every angle.
Because there's so many shows to see, it can be difficult to grab some night rides on those amazing coasters at Phantasialand during Wintertraum. But thanks to the Lindbergh Hotel and those front-of-the-line passes for Fly, I was able to secure a couple of laps. And at the end of the night, they have a grand finale fireworks show at Berlin Plaza that's absolutely breathtaking, and the perfect way to end your day at Wintertraum.
Thank you so much for joining me for my visit to Wintertraum at Phantasialand. I had an absolutely amazing time, and I know it won't be too long before I find my way back to my favorite park in the world. I'll see you at another park soon.